My name is Risa Romy. I'm 18 years old and I live in Dorchester. I live here with my mum, dad, and my younger sister. I'm currently doing my A levels. I'm doing science subjects because I really love science. I also like music and I enjoy singing, and I'm an active member of my church. Both my parents are nurses and we came here when I was just 2 years old. I was born in India. Uh, when I was 12, that's when it happened.
Rissa was absolutely fine till the age of 12. She was very happy going to school. One day, I just suddenly noticed some swelling under her eyes. I thought it must be because she overslept, so I didn't think very much of it. But next day, I noticed it again. It was weekend, so I thought that was must be oversleeping or something. But I saw it the next day as well, so that I asked her to check her feet, and it was a bit swollen, and I was worried. I was sure there was something wrong. The very next day, we took her to the GP, and the GP didn't think very much of it. He thought it was a allergic reaction to something, and gave us different tablets that Risa had to have for a few days, but nothing worked. Her condition was getting worse and worse, so we requested the doctor for a special pediatric referral to the hospital. Eventually, they referred her to the hospital, and it all started from there. As soon as the doctor saw her in the hospital, she had blood tests done. She was referred to Southampton Hospital, and she had a biopsy which confirmed that she has got a nephrotic syndrome. It was a steroid resistant nephrotic syndrome, so it was a more complicated one. Because children her age, there are more children who have nephrotic syndrome, but Risa's condition was a little bit more complicated one.
At first, doctors said there was lots of treatments and different methods of medications and different ways to treat it. I never realized how serious it was. Eventually, it got to kidney failure, and they said that your kidneys had to be removed. That was a big shock for me. I hadn't realized that was the situation I was in. And both my parents felt helpless. They didn't know how to help me, and it was an awful situation to be in.
Risa just looked at our eyes with tearful eyes, and we couldn't say anything to her. She was very upset. And I told my daughter, don't worry, miracles will happen. And the doctor said, no miracles going to happen. This is the fact. You have to face the fact. Risa needs to go on dialysis, and eventually she'll need a kidney transplant.
it was a really difficult time for me and my whole family, including my younger sister. I had to be tied to bed to the machine for 5 hours, 4 times a week. I had lots of diet restrictions, had to watch how much I drink. I couldn't go out with my friends. I missed a lot of school, and I was forever catching up with all my schoolwork. It was a really difficult time for me. It was very upsetting for all of us.
The specialist nurse at Southampton told us that because we are Asians, we might have to wait longer for a kidney. So it was very difficult for us because we don't know what to do at that time. I'm born with single kidney, so unfortunately I couldn't donate to my child, and my husband is diabetic, so they were not happy to take his kidney either. So it was very difficult. So the nurse and the team suggested we have to inform the family, relatives, friends, and everybody, put it out to the community and see if anybody is willing to come forward, which is what we did. We went ahead and informed all our family and relatives. But at that point, there was we had moral support from everyone, but we didn't have anybody who came forward to tell us that we will donate. Our parents said that they are happy to, but because of the age, that wasn't going to be possible. So it was very difficult. We don't know what to do. We had lots of people across the world was praying for Risa. It was our faith that was keeping us going, because at that point, our whole life is at a standstill. We don't know where to go and who to ask for help. We had everybody ringing up and saying, we are praying for your daughter, so don't worry, stay strong. So we always believed in miracles, and we know something will happen. And so we kept going, and we told that same thing to Risa, that Risa, the miracles will happen, don't worry. So we made her strong. Emotionally, it was very difficult for us, but we supported each other at that time.
I was really worried about what the future held for me. I didn't know what to expect. I couldn't see into the future. What would happen next, I didn't know. Mum and Dad always said never give up hope, and always to hold my faith close to me, and always to pray, and that's what I did. I always searched for the answers with God.
As Asian families, most of you will understand, it is very much, we all live for our children. So they are our precious gift. We want to do whatever we can to make their life the most fruitful and beautiful. So the parents, when they called me, I tried to reassure them, I tried to give them the positive messages as much as I can, and give them the reassurance of saying that we are under National Health Service. So let us stay positive and continue with the guidance what you are getting from the doctors. Meanwhile, let us look around and ask around for if there is any willing volunteers to come forward and spread the word of gift of life.
I am a professional social worker working for Durham County Council, working for adult with physical disabilities. Actually, I came here from India, a south part of India called Kerala, and I am blessed with 3 children. My wife works as a dialysis nurse in Sunderland Royal Hospital. I am actively involved with prayer and majority of the Catholic activities in here. After many years of prayer, I got a thought from my mind. I need to do something to this country because there are so many reasons. I came here from a ordinary background from Kerala. When I came here, the country gave me a nice job. My wife got job. My children got good education, lots of friends. We got all the facilities, house, car, everything. Then I thought, what about the, kidney donation things? Then I heard there are lots of people, especially people in Indian community, they haven't got enough organ or they haven't got enough match for. So I contacted Ajimol.
I received another call from a gentleman from Asian community who heard about the scarcity of organ donors and the need for more Asian donors. And he came forward and said, I want to be a living kidney donor.
Then we had a discussion. Then Ajimol told me, Sibi, one priest from Kerala is visiting to England. So if you want, we can arrange a session in Sunland so that you will be able to know more about organ donation and the related issues. Then I told Ajimol that's a good idea. So we planned a date here. Then father came here. Then when he explained his journey, and I also identified that the same situation in Indian communities is happening here. There are lots of people are really struggling. They haven't got sufficient match. Lots of Indians are here, but I don't know. They are not willing to give the organs. So I decided to register my name for an organ donation. Then I contacted Newcastle Freeman. I went there and I had a chat with the transplant coordinator. Then I decided I would like to register my name as a altruistic donor.
So I explained the situation. I said it is a big decision, so they had to go through a lot of multiple tests and give him the real issues and the real problems and the complications and the outcomes, and guided him to go to his local transplant center and register himself as a potential donor and proceed with the donation process.
While the medical checkup was going, Ajimol contacted me and told me, CB, there is one girl from India. She's really struggling. This girl is in a very difficult situation. Ajimol asked, is it possible to consider this girl? I thought I got 3 children. By God's grace, my 3 children are healthy enough. They have no problem at all. So I decided going to give my kidney to that girl if cross-matching is all right.
One day we got a phone call one evening. My husband took the phone. It was someone who rang up to say he wanted to donate his kidney to my daughter. It was shocking. We don't know what to say because it was a miracle that was happening to us.
Prayers were answered. My parents got a call saying I had a donor. At first, I didn't know what to think. I was really shocked and I couldn't believe it. But then paperwork was carried out and my donor was happy to go ahead and donate his kidney to me and give me the gift of life.
Finally, my transplant coordinator told me, Sibi, everything is okay. You decide the date for the donation. Then actually on that day I cried because I am really happy to do this wonderful things for this girl. It is an amazing memory in my life. I never ever forget.
within the few months itself, he became a potential living kidney donor and proceeded with the donation.
On my 15th birthday, my donor said, "This is my birthday gift to you." And that's just an amazing thing.